What is up, everybody? It's Wednesday and it is another live trading session. And I'm happy to see all the members right here. I see more than 20 people waiting for this live stream. I'm happy to see you all. And yeah, first of all, briefly let me introduce myself first. For those who don't know me, my name is Vasily. I'm a trading coach, I'm a pro trader, and in this live streams, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to teach you my trading strategy. I'm trying to teach you how I analyze the markets. We analyze different charts together, we analyze the patterns, the key levels, we execute the trend analysis and stuff, and I simply show you what exactly I'm looking for when I'm looking for the trades, how exactly I spot the confirmations and stuff. And my trading strategy is called the top-down trading strategy. And the idea of this strategy is quite simple. We analyze multiple time frames. We start from the higher time frame. We are looking for the point from where it is relatively safe for us to sell or buy. And then on lower time frames, we're simply looking for the confirmations of our predictions. And also a very important element of this live streams is the live chat. And in this live chat, you can ask me questions. You can ask me to analyze any instrument you want, and I really want to have a dialogue with you. So if you want me to analyze something for you, if you want me to analyze any forex pair, I don't know, the cryptocurrency, the commodity, you can always ask me in a live chat. And we have a very strict rule during this live streams that I won't finish the live stream before I answer all your questions. Yeah. So with that in mind, just say hello to me in the live chat if you're here, if you're watching, and if everything is good. Nice to see Rocket right here. Nice to see Lee right here. Nice to see Rabindra right here. Nice to see Paul. Nice to see Ahmed right here. Nice to see Anthony Christian right here. Nice to see you all traders. Yeah, and don't forget to say hello in the live chat. Yeah, so what I wanted to start our live stream with. I will start with the dollar cat because on a dollar cat I see a potential shorting setup. So we will discuss this one. Nice to see Monica right here. Nice to see Kristen. Nice to see Treat Forex with Tom. Nice to see you and Subash here. So dollar cat pair will be the first instrument that we'll discuss. And first, traders, when we execute the top-down analysis, we always start with the higher time frame. Yes, we start our analysis from a daily. And on a daily time frame, our task is to analyze the market trend, and our task is to analyze the key levels, right? So here, analyzing the current price action on a dollar cat pair, we can spot that the market here is kind of ranging at the moment. Yes, and you can see that for now, the pair is trading within that range, within that wide horizontal range. And it turned out that once the support of the range was reached, the market bounced. Yes, we were rejected heavily from that, and then we started to grow. And I want you to realize, traders, that dollar cat pair is currently growing for many days. Yes, for many days the pair is growing. And for many days we haven't seen a pullback here. We haven't seen the correctional movement. We haven't seen the retracement. And it makes me think that the market is quite overbought at the moment. And it is quite reasonable to look for some correctional movement here in dollar CAD. And in order to catch the pullback, the correctional movement in dollar CAD, we should analyze the key levels. We should analyze the structures, yes, the support and resistance that can be important for the market participants. And analyzing the key levels. First of all, I wanted to show you that structure over here. Why that structure here is so important? Because you can see that first, in the past, it was a very strong resistance. Then after the breakout, it turned into support, then again into resistance, and then again it was broken. So it is a very important structure support from where we can look for buying after correction. How about the closest resistance? Take a look, traders. We have a very peculiar structure cluster over here. Do you see this one? Again, this one was respected by the market many times in a row. Yes, first it was a strong resistance. Many times sellers were selling from that resistance. Then after the breakout, it turned into support. And multiple times the price bounced from that support. And now the market is testing that structure again. Yes, that structure was broken. It turned into resistance. And from that structure, we may expect a correctional movement. Once we spotted the key levels, our task is always to wait for the test of these key levels, because we assume that from key levels it is safe for us to trade. So now, as we see the test of that resistance, our task will be to check how the price reacts to that resistance on lower time frames. And our task will be to look for confirmation there. Traders, I hope that you follow. And again, remember that if something is not clear in my analysis, always feel free to ask. Yes, and I will be happy to help. Nice to see Will right here. Nice to see Anthony right here. Nice to see Tornado here. Nice to see Christian here. so many members here. And I see your questions. And remember, traders, that I will always answer your questions. So no worries. First, we will finish with dollar CAD, and then I will start answering the questions. And thank you for your patience. Nice to see Pascal. And by the way, traders, don't forget to like this live stream and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, testing that structure. Let's check how the price reacts to that on a 4-hour. Very peculiar thing is currently happening with the pair here on the 4-hour time frame. You can see that even though bulls were pushing the pair heavily, even though we formed right here a very strong bullish candle, once that resistance was reached, we started to coil. You can see that the market stopped growing, and we started to consolidate. And you can see that currently the market is trading within a very narrow range here on the 4-hour. And paying close attention to the candlesticks within that consolidation, we can spot right here the double top, right? Again, it is the classic double top pattern. And here goes its neckline. And my students always ask me why the neckline of the double top or of any price action pattern is so important. The neckline of the pattern is the area from where buyers are currently buying. It is the area from where we see the willingness of buyers to buy. Because as you can see, after we reached that high, we retraced. But from here, the market started to grow again. It means that someone was buying from here. Yes, and buying pressure from that area was quite strong, and it still remains. So our trigger to sell dollar CAD will be a breakout, a bearish violation of the neckline. Why it will be so important? Because it will show us that there are no more buyers here within that neckline. No one is buying from that neckline, and selling pressure is strong enough to violate that. Once the market closes below that neckline on the 4-hour, we have two options. We can sell aggressively, or we can sell on a retest. And if you're wondering why I am trading on a retest, you can watch the video on my YouTube channel, why retest trading is better, but it always depends on you. I personally will trade on a retest, and from the retest of a neckline, I will short. Stop loss will lie above the highs of the pattern, and our target will be the support, right, that we spotted on a daily. So that will be our trade here on dollar CAD. And again, very important condition here is the neckline breakout. You strictly should wait for a candle close. So you can see that the 4-hour candle already was below the neckline, but for now, we still didn't close below. Yeah, candle close will be a very important condition. So that will be the plan, and remember that if the price respects the neckline and goes higher, setting a new high close, that trading setup will become invalid, right? And we won't trade that double top. By the way, traders, if you want to see how the top down trading setup played out today on pound yen pair, give me yes in a live chat. I will show you how exactly I spotted the confirmation trading the pound yen pair this morning. Just give me yes if you want to hear the analysis about pound yen. And I see so many people asking to analyze Aussie CAD. I'm wondering, by the way, why Aussie CAD? Let's check. Let's open this one. Yeah, and Anthony has to analyze Aussie King. Malik has to analyze Aussie CAD. Someone else has to analyze Aussie CAD. So many people want me to check this one. So why not? Why not? Let's check what is happening with this one. And Aussie CAD looks very peculiar. First of all, I want you to realize that recently, trading in a bearish trend, the market reached, this very important horizontal structure. You can see that here we got a very important key level, yes, and you can see that even though bears were pushing heavily, once that structure was reached, we stopped falling. And actually here on a daily time frame, two very important things happen. First of all, we got right here kind of the trend line. Yes, the kind of the weird trend line. Yes, that the market was respecting. And that trend line was broken. Moreover, what we got right here was the breakout of the neckline of a double bottom pattern. Yeah, so you can see that here we formed the double bottom with equal lows, right? We perfectly respected that support 2 times, and then buyers started to push, and with this bullish candle we violated the neckline and that falling trend line to the upside. Yeah, so it is definitely very important, and definitely we see a lot of bullish clues here. Now the broken neckline and that trend line compose the so-called zone of demand, the expanding zone of demand, and we are expecting the accumulation of buying volumes within that expanding blue area. And I personally believe, traders, that from that we will see a bullish movement, and the price will manage at least to retest that high, and most likely then to reach that resistance. Yes, so bias here is very bullish. And traders, I hope you follow. And again, if something is not clear here in my analysis, just let me know and I will try to clarify. Also remember that the trend here still remains bearish, and if the price drops and closes below that support, probabilities will be high that the market will drop lower. Yeah, and concerning the pound yen, I see a lot of yes, and thank you, thank you. I'm really happy to see such a big interest in pound yen. So let's open this one. Let's open pound yen and let me show you what I spotted here on pound yen. And again, here, first of all, on a daily time frame, let's execute the trend analysis. Trend analysis here is very important. And you can see that once that high was reached last year, we started to trade in a bearish trend. Yes, and for a quite long period of time, the pair was falling. Then once we reached these lows, yeah, you can see that we started to accumulate. Yes, bullish accumulation started. We started to trade within that range for a quite long period of time. And then finally the resistance of the range was broken. And many months ago, when was it exactly? When was that breakout? In February was that breakout, and in February I already said that the violation of the resistance of the range initiates a bullish trend right here. And once that range was broken to the upside, it signified that the market started to trade in a bullish trend, right? And now we can see that after the price violated the resistance of the range, we set the high value, we bounced, we retested this high, dropped at the high value again, and a new high. So the market here is bullish, the trend is bullish. And our task is to get from where can we try to catch this bullish trend. And analyzing the horizontal levels, we can spot right here that white horizontal zone of demand. In the past, it was a very strong resistance, yes, and you can see that 2 times in a row that structure here was respected. Then after the breakout, it turned into support from where just recently we got a very strong rejection. Then you can see that after we were rejected from here, we bounced and we retested the high and dropped to that support again. So for us, that support right here now can give a very nice zone to buy from, expecting a bullish trend continuation. Yes? With that in mind, let's open it for our time frame and let's check how the price was reacting to that support. So the first time when we tested that support, take a look at that cute doji candle, traders. Take a look at that wonderful doji candle. That candle right here was formed after a quite strong sell-off. But once that support was reached, we formed that cute doji, and then the reversal initiated. And this time, instead of one doji right here, we formed 3 doji candles. Yes, 3 doji candles were formed. And I guess just the fact that we formed these doji candles after such a strong bearish movement definitely indicates the weakness of the sellers. Then with that in mind, opening an hourly time frame and analyzing the price action right here, we can spot that here the price formed a double bottom. Yes, you can see that here the price formed a double bottom formation. Yes, we formed a double bottom pattern with the high value, and you can see that we have successfully violated its neckline to the upside. We closed above that on an hourly time frame, then we got its retest, and now we see a bullish continuation. Yeah, so the retest of a broken neckline could have been a very nice trigger for you to buy the pair. And now we can expect a bullish continuation on pound yen. Looking left at the structure, the closest strong minor zone of supply that we can see is that cluster. So I guess probabilities will be high that pound yen pair will keep growing. Yes, and bias here is very bullish. Traders, let me know if you follow, and let me know in the live chat what else to analyze for you. Let me know what else should I analyze. Also, traders, don't forget about big spring sale on my premium group. Until Sunday, it is a big discount on lifetime package that includes the signals, the access to my daily live streams, the video course, and the book. For more info, check my website. It is vasilytrader.com. And now EURUCAD. And by the way, traders, yesterday I spotted a very cute cup and handle pattern on pound CAD pair that played out perfectly. And if you want, I can show you that pattern and we can discuss this one together. Just give me yes in a live chat if you want me to show you that pattern. And then we will open EURUCAD. I guess traders, you saw that EURUCAD is naturally unstoppable, and the market keeps growing like crazy. And with my students on one of the previous live streams, we have discussed that the fact that EURUCAD managed to violate that key structure to the upside, the fact that the market managed to violate that resistance, clues above that is a very bullish clue. And you can see that after the breakout, we were consolidating 1D. We formed a doji. Yes, we retested the broken structure. And then bulls started to push again. And our task here will be to simply get where can be the next goal for buyers. Yeah, where buyers are pushing the price. And in order to spot where is the next goal for buyers, we will simply need to look left at structure. Yeah, we'll simply need to analyze the structure on the left. Looking left at structure, in analyzing the historical key levels, we can spot that ahead we have that zone of supply, traders. You can see that here we have a phenomenally strong zone of resistance that was respected multiple times 2 years ago, and from where this massive sell-off initiated. So I think if you missed buying EURUCAD from lower levels, now it is already too risky. And now the selling volumes will most likely accumulate. And I think, traders, that from that resistance, we might see the correctional movement. So your task now will be to monitor the intraday price action. Yeah, you should monitor the reaction of the price within that blue area and look for confirmation to catch a correctional movement from there. Yeah, so that will be the plan. And let me show you the cup and handle pattern. I see yes from Subash. So let's briefly take a look at pound CAD. It is the correlated pair. Let me just show you what exactly was happening here on pound CAD. So pound CAD is also trading in a bullish trend, but trading in a bullish trend, it was trading in a bit different manner. And here we can easily spot that major horizontal structure resistance. And the reaction of the price here really matters, because we can spot that first we got a strong bearish movement, but then the market started to recover and reached that resistance again. And if we just draw the line, yeah, I guess this one can be a perfect example of the cup, right? Just the nice big cup right here. Then once that resistance was reached, the market initiated a local correctional movement. Yes, and we started to trade within that falling channel, within that falling parallel channel that gives us the handle. Yeah, that gives us the perfect handle over here. And then you can see that the price violated the resistance of the channel and also the neckline of the pattern. Closed above that, retested that here on the daily, and now bulls are pushing the price higher. So it is just the perfect example how accurate are the price action patterns and how important it is for you to learn to spot them, because definitely price action patterns are the language of the market, and quite often it will help you to quite accurately predict the future direction of the market. So where will be the next goal for buyers? No. It looks to me from a current perspective that buyers will most likely violate that resistance. You can see that we are currently approaching that resistance, and you can see that we have already violated that. We didn't close above that, but it looks to me that buyers will most likely manage to violate that cluster. And I think that bulls will keep pushing the pair at least to that resistance. Yes, that resistance will be the next goal for buyers. Traders, let me know if you have any questions and let me know if you follow. The next instrument that we'll discuss will be dollar yen pair. I saw a question from Nathaniel about dollar yen, and someone else has to analyze this one. So Anthony has to analyze dollar yen. So this will be the next pair that we will discuss. Let's check the current situation on dollar yen, because here it is very tricky. So opening a daily time frame, what can we spot over here? First of all, we can spot that currently we are trading in a minor bullish trend. You can see the sequence of the higher lows and the higher highs. And you can see that after the price violated that structural resistance to the upside, retested that, we bounced, and the price perfectly reached that resistance cluster. And from a current perspective, we can make a conclusion that currently dollar yen pair is trading between two structures. From one side we have that resistance, and from another we have that support. And I would suggest here waiting for a breakout of one of the structures. If you're a bearish biased, if you're looking for shorting, I would recommend you waiting for a bearish breakout of that support. If the price breaks and closes below this one, probabilities will be high that the market will drop lower at least to that support. Yeah, that will be the next goal for the sellers. I will be bullish though if the price manages to violate that resistance to the upside and close above that on a daily. So for now, two options for you. And if we open the economic calendar, traders, I want to remind you that the interest rate decision of Bank of Japan is expected on Friday. Yeah, and that will most likely determine the future direction of the yen. And that the interest rate decision announcement will most likely trigger either a bullish or bearish movement. And that will imply the violation of one of the structures. Yes, so wait for the breakout. Yeah, that will show you where will the market go next. Yeah, so what will be the next one? Give me yes in a live chat if you want me to analyze gold. Because, funny thing about gold is that usually in a live chat, everyone just talks about gold. Yeah, gold. But for for 2 or 3 last live streams, yeah, people are quite skeptical about gold, and I don't really get why the interest changed. Yeah, I don't really know what is the exact reason. So the next one that we'll discuss, I guess, will be silver. Let's check silver. Oh, US 30. Yes, Rohit. I saw that US to analyze US 30. So let it be the next one, because US 30 is currently trading in a bullish trend. By the way, trading in a quite strong bullish trend. US 30 index is currently approaching that horizontal structure. Yeah, I guess you see, Rohit, that here we have a relatively strong key level that the market is currently testing. And of course, because the trend is bullish, Rohit, yes, trend is always our friend, probabilities will be high that from that support we will see another bullish movement. But first, we need some confirmation. Yeah, and let's check what do we have on the lower time frames. Let's check if we have something special right here. If we open a 4-hour time frame and analyze in details the key levels, you can see that here on gold, we have violated, sorry, here on US 30, we have violated that important support cluster to the downside. Yes, we violated that and we closed below that. And now, in order to confirm the strength of the bulls, I would strictly recommend you waiting for a bullish violation of that entire cluster. Only when the price manages to violate that entire cluster to the upside, only then I will expect a bullish movement. Yes, so that cluster will be on focus now. And we will predict the bullish continuation only after the breakout of that area. And again, remember that on Friday we have some important US news. Yes, we have the spending data, the personal income data, and I guess that will most likely clarify the future direction of the index. Yes, and from a technical perspective, just wait for a breakout of that blue area. It will indicate the sentiment on the market. So Bash says, because the gold movement is huge. Yeah, gold movement is definitely huge, and I guess you would also agree with me that gold is quite weak. Yeah, since the beginning of last week. Let's check that. Let's check that and analyze. Tornado says GDX. Why, by the way, GDX is gold? Yeah, why? How GDX is related to gold? Why some people call that gold? If someone knew, please let me know. So what is up with gold? By the way, again, pump on Bitcoin. Wow, plus 5% today. That is crazy. Who knows why the hell it started to grow again? That is, yeah, these movements on crypto are so strange always. Yeah. So what do we see on gold? What do we see on gold? First of all, on the daily time frame, we see the bullish trend. Yes, we see the bullish trend. We see the market trading in a bullish trend, and we see that the price keeps setting higher highs and higher lows. And once the last high was set, we started the correctional movement. Yes, we started the correctional movement. We formed a bearish engulfing candle and we dropped. And I guess traders, you noticed that since last week we are trading within a very, very, very narrow range. Technically speaking, gold is currently trading within that area, within that narrow area. And we have a quite strong horizontal support right here that the price respects, and we have here a very strong resistance. Yes, that the price also perfectly respects. And because the market here is trading in a bullish trend, traders, trend is always our friend, and of course it is our interest to catch the bullish trend continuation right here. In order to do that, for now, my advice is to wait for a bullish breakout of that horizontal resistance. If the price breaks and closes above that on a daily, that will be a very important bullish signal, and then we will expect a bullish movement at least to that resistance. Yes, that will be the trigger to buy gold. And by the way, in order to not miss the breakout attempt of that resistance, I would kindly recommend you setting your alert on the upper boundary of that resistance. Yes, and you will receive the notification from the TradingView or from your broker that gold is trying to break the important key structure. However, I knew that many of you are also very bearish biased in gold, and I knew that many of you want to short this one. Remember, traders, that a bearish breakout of the support of the range won't give you a good signal to short. It won't be a good short after the breakout of the support of that range. Let me show you why. Because I want to remind you that currently gold is trading within a very important zone of demand. Yeah, and that zone of demand here is based on that trend line, yeah, that was respected 2 times as the resistance, and then that was respected 2 times as the support. So that trend line right here and that horizontal structure right here compose the zone of demand. And moreover, bit lower over here, we also have that horizontal support. So shorting gold after the breakout of that structure, in my view, is very, 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 very risky. So remember that while the market is trading within that entire blue area, we are expecting the accumulation of buying volumes. By the way, traders, let me know if you want me to analyze gold on intraday timeframes. Let me know if you're interested in intraday's timeframe analysis here. Also, one more very important thing to note about the trend following on gold is that after the test of that resistance, the market may go higher. Yeah, and I think traders that if the price bounces, bulls will most likely manage to violate that resistance to the upside. If we look left at structure and analyze the key levels here on the left, I want to remind you that here on gold we have a huge zone of supply. Yes, based on the all times high. Yes, that is a very strong resistance right here. And if the price breaks our current resistance to the upside, it will simply go higher, and I will expect the test of the upper boundary of that resistance then. And the upper boundary of the resistance will be the level of the all times structure high. Yeah, so that is my outlook for gold on a daily, yeah, and detailed price action analysis. Let me know, by the way, what are your expectations from this one? What do you believe will happen? Are you bullish or bearish on this one? Let me know. And now I saw a question about EURUSD. Yeah, EURUSD will be the next one. Market Improvement says, hello Vasily, thank you for another live stream. If you get a chance, could you please assess the UK 100 instrument? Of course, I will be happy to do that. First, EURUSD. EURUSD will be the next pair that we will discuss. What is up with EURUSD? So EURUSD is also bullish, yes, and EURUSD keeps trading in a strong bullish trend. And at the beginning of this week, if you watched my Monday's video, I have nicely predicted this bullish continuation on EURUSD. I spotted the local bullish accumulation here in the 4-hour time frame. I spotted this bullish breakout, and the price successfully bounced after breakout of the neckline of this bullish accumulation pattern. What do we see on EURUSD now? From a current perspective, what we can spot right here is another bullish accumulation, because we can spot right here a very important horizontal resistance, right? And we can also spot that the price keeps setting high values right here, yeah? So it looks like we have right here one more bullish triangle. Yes, we have one more bullish triangle that the price formed. And again, what we will look for right here to buy EURUSD, we'll look for a bullish breakout of the neckline of that triangle again. Yeah, so I think probabilities will be extremely high that the price will manage to break that, and the daily candle close above the neckline will confirm the violation, and then we will simply expect a bullish continuation to higher structure levels. If we look left at structure and analyze the key levels, the next goal for buyers then will be that resistance cluster. Yes, that historical structure will be the next goal for the buyers then. Yeah, so that is my analysis for EURUSD. Traders, please don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget about big spring sale on my premium group. can get the access to my signals group, to my daily live streams, the book and video course for a very nice price. So don't forget to check my website, vasilytrader.com, for more details. Now, moving right along, we will discuss Aussie Dollar. Aussie Dollar and NASDAQ will be the next instruments that we will analyze. So first, Aussie Dollar. Aussie Dollar pair. Let's check this one. And what we see on Aussie Dollar is the consolidation here on the daily. So trading in a bearish trend, we started to recover from that low and we started to consolidate. Yeah, and you can see that we started to set equal highs, equal lows, perfectly respecting the boundaries of that range. And what we see today is the attempt of sellers to break the support of that range. And of course, traders, if a daily candle closes below the support of that range, chances will be high that the market will keep falling. Yes, so if the daily candle closes below that support, we'll expect a bearish continuation to that low. Yeah, that will be the next goal for sellers. Then everything will depend on the reaction of the price to that structure. Looking left, however, I also want to remind you that here on the left we have a huge zone of demand. So those who want to catch a bearish wave here in Aussie Dollar should strictly wait for a breakout of these two structure clusters. Yes, only when the market breaks that huge zone of demand to the downside, only then we'll expect the next strong bearish wave down. Yeah, so that will be a very important condition before you take a swing short here in Aussie Dollar. Yeah, so that is what I see. Nice to see you, Valabi, right here. Nice to see you, and thank you for watching this live stream. Traders, don't forget to share your feedbacks and let me know how can I improve this live streams. Let me know if I should analyze something else like stocks or I don't know, the futures. Let me know your thoughts, and please share your feedbacks. As always, your opinion is very important for me, and as you know, I recorded a lot of videos that were shared on my YouTube channel just based on your recommendations. So please don't forget to share the feedbacks. Now, sorry. The next one we'll discuss NASDAQ index. Yeah, NASDAQ index will be the next instrument. And Firi, can you show us hourly chart? Vasily says Yusuf on Aussie Dollar. Let's open the hourly chart here on Aussie Dollar. But here, to be honest, I don't see any pattern to trade at the moment, to be honest. So as I said, for now the best confirmation is the breakout of that support to the downside. Yes, the breakout of this one on the daily candle close, that will give you a very accurate signal. That is so far what I would rely on here on Aussie Dollar. Now, moving right along, US 100 index, the NASDAQ index, and after that will be silver. Yes, Ashish, I see you, and yeah, so silver will be the next one. What do we see on NASDAQ index? The fact is that here we are ranging, right? We are trading here within the range. Here's the resistance of the range, and here goes the support of the range. And you can see that the price perfectly respects the boundaries of that range at the moment. And you can see that we got the breakout attempt of the support of the range, but bulls are still here, and bulls managed to close this candle on that structure. So if you're looking for the swing trade, then bearish breakout of the support of the range, the daily candle closed below, will be a very nice signal for you to short, expecting a bearish movement to that support. Yes, that will be a very nice breakout trade. But for those who are bullish biased and those who want to catch the bullish movement from the support of the range, I would suggest looking for a confirmation on a 4-hour time frame. Because here on a 4-hour time frame, what we can spot is a very nice, expanding wedge pattern. Traders, do you see this expanding wedge pattern here on US 100 index? The price here keeps setting lower lows and lower highs, perfectly respecting its boundaries. And of course, the resistance of the wedge is the resort for sellers to sell from. You can see that for now from that trend line, sellers are selling. So bullish breakout of the resistance of that expanding wedge will give you the signal to buy, expecting a bullish movement to the resistance of the range that we spotted on the daily. Yeah, so that will be your plan here on US 100. From one side, you can wait for bearish breakout of the support of the range. Here on the daily, it will give you a very nice short signal, and from another, if you want to buy, you can consider buying the breakout of the resistance of that expanding wedge. What is good about trading is that we don't really care where the market is going. We can buy or sell relying on different conditions. Yes, so if the market drops here, we can sell it, and if it bounces, we can buy. And the rules are important. Yes, and having the strict rules, you can trade the market no matter where it is going. That is what I like about trading. Then what will be next? I promised to analyze UK 100. So that will be the next one, and then we will analyze Swiss yen. By the way, Set India Short says pound yen. My friend, we already analyzed pound yen. Pound yen was discussed at the beginning of this live stream, so you can check the recording. So UK 100 briefly. Let's analyze what is currently happening on that index, and let me share with you some recommendations. So what can we see here on a daily analyzing the UK 100? So just recently we have violated that structure. Yes, we have violated that horizontal structure resistance to the upside. As you can see, we got here a very important horizontal structure. And then we started to coil. Yes, you can see that. And then we started to coil within that range. Yes, forming a kind of a double top right here. So, and also we should definitely consider the fact that here just a bit higher we also have that resistance. So, I guess the first option would be to, if you trade the index intraday, I guess the option would be to look for local buying opportunities from the support of the range. So let's check how the price reacts to the support of the range. Let's check if we have something special. Nothing here on an hourly. What do we have? The price action, to be honest, here is quite weird, I would say. Let's try to draw the to be honest, I would say that from a current perspective, you can see that here on the 4-hour time frame we have the falling wedge pattern, and you can catch a local long trade buying the breakout of the resistance of the wedge, buying on a retest, having your target here based on the resistance of the range, and with your stop loss below the lows like that. You can have the trade like that. Yes, so for now, I would suggest you sticking to the boundaries of that range and treating the market within the boundaries of that range. But concerning my forecast for this one, from a daily time frame perspective, the breakout of that resistance here is very important, and I believe that probabilities will be high that the index will keep growing. And the next goal for buyers will be that resistance. So that is what I see. Now, silver. I promised to analyze silver. So silver will be the next one. And traders, Don't forget to like this live stream because your likes are very important and they motivate me to do videos and live streams more often on YouTube. Yeah. So please, please, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. I see a question from Adiro. Hi Vasily, I think dollar peers positively correlate, but today Aussie is short while euro dollar is long. Adiro, remember to not treat correlations, especially if you are a day trader, because sometimes the instruments are correlated, but sometimes they are not. And it is close to impossible to get where this correlation is broken and when it establishes again. So, my advice to you is to treat each instrument individually. Yes, analyze each instrument as just one, not checking the correlations, not checking, some traders like see very nice shorting on pound dollar, then they check euro dollar and see like euro dollar is bullish, and then they don't trade. Yeah, simply because euro dollar is bullish, and for them it is enough to drop their short on pound dollar. So my advice to you is just analyze each instrument separately, spot the key levels, spot the patterns and stuff, and treat that, not considering the correlations. Of course, if you are a swing trader, if you are the position trader, then definitely correlations can play an important role. But for trading the market within the day, yeah, I personally believe that correlations are not important. So be very, very careful. So what do we see on silver? So silver started a correctional movement. Yes, after this very strong bullish rally, silver is currently recovering, not recovering, correcting. Yeah, and ahead we have a very important zone of demand here on silver. Yeah, here we have a huge zone of demand that was very important for the market participants this year and last year. Yeah, and the fact is that that structure turned into a very strong zone of demand now. Yeah, and I think I think that the next bullish rally may initiate from that structure. I personally believe that from that wide structure, the market may bounce. So your task will be to let the price test that zone. Your task will be to let the price trade within that area and look for a confirmation within that area to buy. Yes, the trend is bullish. Yeah, trend is always our friend. So I would suggest waiting for confirmation to buy from that area, and buys here is very bullish. Let's just briefly check if we have something special here on intraday time frames. For now, I guess nothing. Yeah, for now, I guess nothing. Just the local consolidation here in the 4 hour. Nothing special. Yeah. Then I saw a question. Bong says, by the way, do index dollar related to gold? All the instruments are in some way connected to each other. Yeah, so, and moreover, sometimes the decision of the Bank of Japan may affect the price of your dollar. So remember that the markets are all interconnected. Yes, that is the fact. And even the exotic currencies sometimes may affect the US dollar index. That is the fact. However, the fact is also is that it is very hard to exploit these correlations. Yes, for day trading. So be very, 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 very careful. Now I saw a question about dollar Swiss. Yeah, I saw a question about dollar Swiss, so that will be the next one. Traders, let me know what else to analyze for you. Let me know what else to check. And I see Ovalabi says most coaches will say it's best to analyze on Sunday. What's your perspective? You know, in my view, the analysis on Sunday won't really help because the market opening can screw your entire Sunday's analysis. So, in my view, it is better to wake up early in the morning on Monday and to check all the charts. Yeah, because if you check your charts on Sunday and then the market opens with the gaps and stuff, your analysis is completely screwed and you need to execute the new one. So, in order to not waste your time, I would say that it is better to analyze on Monday. However, at the same time, I guess the weekend is the best time for you to retrospect your past trades. Yeah, to analyze the trades that you took and to execute the mistake analysis, to check where the mistakes were made and stuff, because and journal them, because it is very, 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 very important. Traders, remember that trend journaling is very, very important in trading. So dollar Swiss, or Swiss yen, Malik. I told you multiple times that I will analyze this one. Sorry, let's check it, and let's see what is happening with Swiss yen at the moment. So Swiss yen pair reached a key resistance. Yeah, this week. The market reached the all-time high. Yeah, and from that we dropped. And now what we can see is that the pair is currently trading between that huge zone of demand right here, yeah, and that resistance based on the all times high. And taking into consideration the fact that here on the daily time frame we have formed a bearish engulfing candle, and that candle engulfed a quite strong bullish candle, I think that we can expect here the continuation of a correctional movement. If we open a 4-hour and check the 4-hour time frame, we can spot right here that the market is currently trading within that expanding wedge. And even though we got the breakout attempt of this one, you can see that the support of the wedge still holds. So in order to catch a continuation of a correctional movement here in Swiss yen, I would recommend you waiting for a bearish breakout of the support of the wedge. Its breakout will inevitably push the price lower. Yeah, so that is what you should look at here on Swiss yen. Now dollar Swiss. Sorry for the delay with dollar Swiss. Now we will analyze this one. And yeah, traders, as always, if something is not clear, if you don't get what is the wedge, if you don't get what is the demand zone, the supply zone, if you don't get what is the trend line, please ask, because I am here to help. I am here to educate you, and it is your time. Take your time and ask. Yes, as I mentioned at the beginning of this live stream, I won't finish this session before I answer all your questions. So take your time and ask. Yeah, what will be next? Dollar Swiss daily time frame. And yeah, and bears are pushing this one lower and lower. And here we are trading in a bearish trend. And currently, dollar Swiss, yeah, trading in a bearish trend. The price is perfectly respecting that falling trend line. You can see that here we have a strong falling trend line that the price perfectly respects, and also we have right here a very important horizontal structure. Yeah, that was a very strong support, and that turned into resistance after the breakout. Now over here we have our horizontal support, and approaching that support we can spot right here kind of a bearish triangle. Yes, the bearish accumulation. So as I said, trend is always our friend, so your task here on dollar Swiss will be wait for a breakout of that horizontal neckline. Once the price breaks and closes below this one, we will expect a bearish continuation here on dollar Swiss. And the next goal for the sellers will most likely be that structure. Yes, you can see that here we have a very important structure based on the 3 years low. So that will be your target in case of a breakout of the support of the triangle. Yeah, so that is what I see right here. Then what will be next one? By the way, give me yes, traders, in the live chat if you want me to analyze oil, because the gap that we discussed previously is finally getting filled. So if you want to hear my update about this one, let me know in the live chat and give me yes. And Uzaev says, what's your view on NASDAQ? My friend, we have already discussed NASDAQ. I guess it was discussed around 10 minutes ago, probably. So please check the recording. What will be next one? TRKMN says, what happens to Aussies? Aussie dollar, Aussie Swiss decreasing, and pound Aussie euro, Aussie increasing. Do you have some support resistance levels? Thanks. Yeah, traders. So I guess you saw what is happening, for example, with Aussie Swiss pair. Bearish rally here is unstoppable. Yeah, and we are falling and falling and falling. And after the breakout of that support here, Aussie Swiss, the market keeps going lower. And the question is, where is the next goal for sellers now here in Aussie Swiss? And thanks God, we still have the structures here on the left. Yes, you can see that we have already tested these levels in 2020. Now let's just examine in details how the market was trading. Yeah, how the market was trading around that structure in 2020. So what can we see right here? Definitely we should underline that low. Yes, that low here is phenomenally important. And of course, from that low we might expect a pullback. What else to note? And no structures. Yeah, that is the only structure that we can spot here, analyzing how the market was testing this one in the past. That is the only structure that we can spot. So the only thing that I can see, traders, is that this one will most likely keep falling. And who knows? Who knows how low it will go? But for now, technically speaking, it is the closest strong structure that we can see. Also, we can consider the harmonics right here. We can take that bearish impulse, the retracement, and project the harmonic movement. Yeah? And also, let's just try to add some fibs. Yeah, let's try to draw the fibs right here and to spot some confluences. Yeah, so in order to spot the confluence zones, what we simply do, we take multiple impulse legs, and based on them we draw the Fibonacci extensions in order to spot some points of the confluence. Yeah, so I'm just trying to check if we have something. Yeah, so I guess the first solid zone of confluence will be around 58 level. Yeah, so that you can see that here we have the perfect match between 1414, 1618. So that will be the first zone of confluence on focus. And the second zone of confluence on focus will be based on the completion of that potential harmonic ABCD pattern and that 1618 extension. Yeah, so this will be the levels. Yeah, so very hard right here to make predictions, but the only prediction that we can make for sure is that this one will keep falling. Yeah, so bias here is definitely very bearish. Concerning pound Aussie, with pound Aussie it is simpler, because here in pound Aussie we see a bullish continuation, and analyzing the structures here on the left we can easily spot that major resistance. And at the moment we are breaking that horizontal structure. Yes, you can see that here we got a very important resistance cluster that the market is currently breaking. So that structure cluster will be the next one. Yes, around 192. Yeah, so That is the structure here on Pound Aussie. And about Euro Aussie, again, it is quite simple there. If we open the daily time frame and look left, we can spot our resistance right here. Yeah, here is our key level around 1618 level. Yeah, so I guess from that structure we can look for some pullbacks. Yeah. Traders, don't forget to share your feedbacks and let me know what else to analyze for you. Yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this live session and please share with me your views. Elizabeth says, hi, just joined. Did you analyze Aussie New Zealand? No, I didn't, so we can check this one. We can analyze Aussie New Zealand together and then I promised Rabindra to analyze oil. Yeah. So first Aussie New Zealand and then WTI crude oil. So Aussie New Zealand, after a quite strong bullish movement, yeah, beer started to push heavily. And at the moment, Aussie New Zealand is approaching that horizontal structure support. Yes, here is our zone of demand. And currently, many things will depend on the reaction of the price to that support. Yes, and a bearish violation, a bearish breakout of that support will inevitably push the price lower. Yeah, so if you are bearish biased, if you are looking for shorting, I guess the best option will be to wait for a breakout of that support first. Yes, because the breakout of that support will give you the confirmation to that the bears will keep pushing the price lower. Alternatively, you can also look for a pullback trade from that support. Yes, and you can see that here we are already forming the dojis. Yes, those dojis here are very important. In order to buy Aussie New Zealand, you should pay close attention to that resistance cluster. Yes, for now, it is a very important intraday zone of supply from where sellers will most likely try to sell and try to push the pair lower. So in order to confirm the strength of the bulls, I would suggest looking for a bullish breakout of that intraday zone of supply. If the price breaks and closes above this one, probabilities will be high that the market will go higher. Yeah, so that will be the plan right here. Now about oil. Let's open US oil, and let me share with you the update for this one. Because as we discussed previously, we got the gap right here. And after some manipulation, after some attempt of the market maker to stop out the aggressive traders, bears started to push finally. And the market is currently in attempt to close the gap, to fill the gap. You can see that after this bearish rally, we have retested that broken horizontal structure. And from that, bears are pushing again. And we are closer and closer now to our gap open level. And that gap open level is the goal for the sellers now. And if you are holding a short trade, keep holding because most likely the gap will be filled right here, traders. Chances will be high that the price will manage to reach the 75.8 level. So bias is very bearish. However, then I would recommend looking for some pullback trade from that gap open level. As we know, the gap open and the gap close are the key levels. Yes, and these key levels can be applied for trading. Yeah, so that will be the level from where we will look for buying. Now let's briefly check what is up here on intraday. Here on intraday time frames, what we can see is that here we have the horizontal support that the price is currently breaking. Yes, and the 4-hour candle closes in just 35 minutes. And I guess we will certainly close below that support. And it will certainly keep pushing the pair lower. Yes, so bias is bearish and let the gap be finally filled. Yeah. Yusuf says, what's your view on breakout trading, Vasily? I'm trading hourly range breakouts and they are accurate. Of course, of course, of course. Breakout trading is very accurate. And I always say that if you don't know what to trade, if you don't know what works or what doesn't, simply trade the breakouts because the breakouts always work. No matter what you trade, no matter what time frames you trade, breakouts work everywhere. And by the way, on my YouTube channel, there's a video, breakout trading strategy, and you can watch that there. I explained, I guess, 7 steps breakout trading strategy plan. Yeah, with examples, so you can check this one. It is a very nice breakout trading strategy that I personally apply. Yeah. He made thanks for your input once again. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And yeah, you were right about oil filling the gap, but it took over 18 days. Yes, 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 yes. It is very important to realize, traders, that in trading, patience always pays, and occasionally we should wait a lot. We should wait a very long periods of time occasionally before the market reaches the target or the stop loss. So in trading, learn to wait and learn to be patient. Yes, that is a very, very important rule in that game. Now, New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar pair. Let's analyze this one. Traders, and don't forget about big sale. Don't forget about a big sale on my premium group. Yes, until Sunday, big discount on signals, Trading Academy, and the course. So for more info, check my website. It is vasilytrader.com. And here in and here on New Zealand dollar is the launch rate that I shared in my Saturday's video. And this launch rate was based on the harmonic ABCD pattern. Yes, and on my Saturday's video, I shared this pattern and I explained why and how to buy New Zealand dollar. Yes, and you can see how perfectly the trade played out right here. And if you missed that video, don't forget to watch because there I explained the entire strategy for trading the ABCD pattern. So what do we see on New Zealand dollar pair now? We are still coiling around that support. Yes, here in New Zealand dollar, we are still coiling around that horizontal support, and we still kind of didn't manage to break that. If we open a 4-hour, we can spot that here in a 4-hour time frame. We can see just in details that support. Yeah, here it goes, and we still coiling around that. It looks to me, however, that bears are definitely dominating right here, and in order to confirm that, just wait for a daily candle close below that structure. Once a daily candle closes below that support, it will give you a very, very accurate signal to short. Yes, and after the candle close below that support, we will expect a bearish continuation to that structure. Yeah, so buys here is bearish. Bears definitely show their strength, so be prepared for a bearish continuation here on the pair. Yeah. And now Bitcoin traders, let me know. Give me yes if you want to hear my opinion about Bitcoin. And I guess you saw that this one is growing rapidly now. So let me know if you want me to discuss this one. QWASWRD says it's hard to be patient if some of your account is in a drawdown, but that expensive lesson I learned. Yes, 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 yes. Remember that quite often once you open your trade, the market will start squealing around your entry. Sometimes your position will be in a drawdown, sometimes the position will be in profit. Then once you're in profit, the market may easily return back to your entry level. So the market will play with you. The market will play with your expectations. And of course, the only way to beat that is to keep cheating. Keep cheating and cheating and cheating. You should build trust in your system. Yes, and with experience, you will know how much time it takes for the market to reach your target. You will know how the market usually acts after you take the trade. You will learn all that, but you will learn all that only after you will take hundreds of trades. Yes, remember about that. It is very important. So Bitcoin, this one is growing again, and it looks like the wide zone of demand that we got here in Bitcoin was respected. So you can see that Bitcoin was in a correctional movement, and then this week a doji candle was formed. If we open a 4-hour time frame, we can see that here in a 4-hour time frame the price formed, the range, the horizontal range, and the market was trading within the boundaries of that range for quite a while, and you can see that then the resistance of the range was broken, and that breakout here was a phenomenally strong signal. You can see that after the breakout, bulls started to push like crazy. So as we just discussed, breakouts are very important, and once you spot a valid breakout, it will help you to quite accurately predict the future direction of the market. So never neglect the breakouts. And I guess bulls will keep pushing the market now. Yeah, bulls will most likely keep pushing the market, and we will most likely reach that resistance quite soon. Yes, most likely that resistance cluster will be the next goal for buyers. And then everything will depend on the reaction of the price to that resistance. Yeah, and the breakout of that blue resistance to the upside will most likely push the price higher to that resistance. Yes, that cluster will be the next goal for the buyers. Then another question: how you achieved for yourself in terms of self-discipline and following specific set of rules? Well, I just didn't want to work on someone. Yeah, because when I was 17, I moved to Finland, and there I tried multiple jobs. Yeah, I tried multiple jobs. I was the loader, I was the cleaner. While I was studying, I was working as a clerk in office, and I found out that the employment is sucks. Yes, when you are employed, when you are working on someone, that is terrible. That is terrible, and I realized during my studies that I will do everything in order to not work on someone. And on the lectures, after the lectures, when I got the free time, I was checking the charts every time. Every time I was checking the charts, and I was watching the videos and stuff. I was reading the books, and I guess, the main source of my success was the motivation. Yes, I just wanted to be independent. I just wanted to be independent and to work on to work on myself, and and that helped me a lot. So I guess your motivation here plays a very big role. And if you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to spend years studying this routine, then you will definitely make it. Just realize the fact that you won't start trading profitably after starting, I don't know, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. No, couple of years are needed to finally make it, to finally find the way how the things work. Yeah, so be ready to work hard, stay disciplined. Yes, never listen to people who say that you won't make it. When I was learning trading, when I was telling my friends that I'm practicing trading, that I want to become a full-time trader, most of them told me that I will fail. Yeah, and it's funny that now they are working on some bastards while I'm chilling, traveling, teaching people, making videos. So I hope that this speech will be motivational for you. Anyway, I guess, yeah, be the boss, be the boss. Nicely said. Yeah, be the boss. That is, I guess, can be your goal, and I hope that it will motivate you. Anyway, time to finish, cheaters. I guess that is the great moment to finish. I guess we got a great live stream. I hope that you enjoyed that, cheaters. I hope that you learned something new. As always, don't forget to like this live stream. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share the feedbacks. And don't forget to subscribe to my social networks. I have a free Telegram channel, I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have Facebook group, I have Trading You page. All the links are in the description below. And finally, don't forget about big sale. Yes, I have a big spring sale now on my Trading Academy. Signals included, daily live streams, book, video course, everything you need to learn how to trade. Don't forget to check that. Thank you so much for being with me today, and I will see you soon. Thank you, dear traders.